up, everybody? We are here at the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel. The panel's going to be starting in just a minute, so hopefully you can hear everything okay. We're going to get this started in 2 seconds. We're going to be streaming the panel here. I'll show you where we're at. So the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel is going to be right up here. It's going to be starting in just a few minutes. It's going to be awesome to see the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel. Welcome in, Headlock Squad. Yo, what up, everybody? We're here at the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel. It's about to start in just a few minutes. We're going to see what they have to say about the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. We might get the new games revealed. We don't know what's going on. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Welcome into the stream. Happy August, everybody. August 1st. So what up, TJ? Good to see you. Yo, what up, Eric? So this is going to be where the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel is going to take place. It's going to start in a minute. Yo, what up, Michael? Thank you for being here, brother. Yo, we ran into, I took a round off of, I did really well against on Rashid. I took a round off him. He complimented my Ashra. And we ran into a tough Scorpion, and we're already out of losing bracket. What's up, John? Gil, good to see you. What's up, Nicholas? The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel is going to be starting in just a minute. It's starting to get set up there. We're going to see what the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is about to announce at this panel. What's up, Skip? Yo, Gil, I'm doing well, my friend. So now, as you can see, the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel is starting at 12:30. Oh, Hans is real tough, dude. Real tough. So we're getting chairs set up now. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection panel starts in a few. They're going to be talking to the devs. We might find out the rest of the games today. So I thought I'd live stream it for you, Legend, and show you what we're working with here. We got 40 seconds till the Mortal Kombat panel starts up. There's the countdown clock right there. Less than 30 seconds, and we're going to find out what this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is going to be dropping on us. What up, Louie? Good to see you. I thought I saw Fate had this up somewhere. This has to be being streamed somewhere. I'm pretty sure I thought I saw Fate live on YouTube with this. What up, Z? Yo, Michael, welcome in, legend. Good to see you. Wow, I'm so sore.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to EVO 2025. Before we head over to our guests, we have a video to show you. Let's check it out.
Yo, let's go! This might be the Trilogy announcement.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play, people were excited about it. The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it. We knew that we were onto something. It was such a shock to see this game. It's like, I can't believe this game exists.
Here come the devs. Yeah. Digital Eclipse devs.
It became something that
Digital Eclipse devs right there.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
What up, Carlos? How you doing, my friend? Carlos, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. What's up, Carlos?
No template to make the games look.
Yo, what up, Dez?
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to
do. Yo, goosebumps. And it's go time.
Hey, what's up, Evo?
What up?
Anyways, didn't hear anything. I'm Eden's Stearns. I work at Atari. Anyone out there have an Atari or play Atari? This guy right here, 2600 lover, over here. I see him down in front, 7800. Nice. I'm really excited to be here. I've watched EVO many years from home and never had an opportunity to be here, so it's kind of surreal to be sitting on the stage talking to everybody.
What up, Mark? Good to see you.
I'm here with two amazing men from amazing, I would say, from Digital Eclipse. I'll have you guys introduce yourselves.
Hi everybody, my name is Stephen Frost. I am the head of production at Digital Eclipse, which is just a fancy way of saying I have my fingers in all of our products and just trying to make the best products possible. I've been at Digital Eclipse for now, I think 9 years.
I talked to him last night.
Before then, I was at Sega working on a certain Hedgehog game for a while, amongst other things. So, but excited today to talk to a little bit more about our wonderful Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
And I'm Dan Emmerich. I am also at Digital Eclipse, so I've only been there for about 3 years. But, I think the only thing relevant about what matters to this room was anybody that ever read GamePro magazine.
Oh, yeah!
I was the guy that sent in the explanation of the dullard code for Mortal Kombat that got printed. So that's my
Nice.
claim to fame. I'm terrible at the game, but I'm good at putting in the dullard code.
Amazing. Written into history right there, literally.
That is true.
All right, before we get into the panel, we have one more trailer we want to play that premieres
What up,
a couple
Gyro?
things that we're announcing today.
Yo, welcome in, legends. This is your Mortal Kombat Trilogy announcement.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah! Yo, we're actually getting amazing.
Alright, so my question here for you now, Frosty, is what are we here doing at EVO? Of course, the trailers kind of gave that away, but what are the two things that we're here for today?
There's a couple things. Obviously, the biggest announcement, one of our secret games that we've been holding back is Mortal Kombat Trilogy. We're excited to include that title in this collection. It's obviously a fan favorite. We love it internally at Digital Eclipse, and it's exciting for us to be able to not only include it, but also try to fix a few things, improve a few things on it as well for fans.
Wow,
The other big
we are getting
announcement,
fixes.
of course, that you saw at the end of that teaser trailer is the physical release of the product. So we are releasing physical.
Yo,
There's
what
a
up,
couple
William?
different variations of it too. There's a deluxe version and there's a collector's edition. And I'm especially excited about the collector's edition because it comes with a Goro controller holder, which Goro fans out there, I know there's a few Goro fans out there.
That's going to be very cool.
And it's exciting to see.
No, I've already
obviously,
pre-ordered the
items
deluxe
and
edition.
the things come together for the physical collection, and hopefully we've included a lot of stuff that fans will appreciate and dig.
Yeah, it's exciting. The deluxe edition, we've got a lot of little trinkets in there, some original arcade flyers from the game. Marquees, some really cool stuff. If anyone's interested, they can go to Atari.com. I'm sure it'll be on our front page. We also have some day one pre-order incentives where you get custom sleeves for it if you're a big MK collector you are up on stage.
If you love Reptile or Scorpion or Sub-Zero, we have specific slipcases that you can buy for those games.
Cool.
So I think it's interesting being here at EVO. We live oftentimes in the retro communities, both Digital Eclipse and Atari. So maybe not a lot of people know about Digital Eclipse and the work that you guys do. Can you talk a little bit about
I didn't know
why
that,
Digital
Michael. That's
Eclipse
interesting.
should be making this game? What's special about your approach to this?
Thank you, Joe.
Sure. There's a lot of reasons, but I think the main thing for those who don't know about Digital Eclipse, we're a studio. We're currently housed in Emeryville, California, just a shy shot away from Pixar.
What up, Chris?
And The studio was originally founded way back in 1992, eons ago, and our claim to fame was we were some of the first folks to do retail emulation, so actually emulation for arcade games in a retail setting. And that was before really emulation was even a thing, and the internet was barely a thing back at that point. And since then, we have continued to build upon our emulation chops, but really also transition into hopefully leading the way in relation to game preservation. It's a big thing from our studio and just our individuals who work there in its entirety. The industry has lost a lot of games and IPs over the years because there wasn't necessarily a lot of forward thinking as far as preservation and saving content materials. Fortunately, with our efforts and also partnering with a lot of these bigger companies, people are starting to think more about preserving those design documents and concepts and things like that. As we continue to evolve, we've really started to not only focus on making sure that the emulations that we create for these games and platforms is as accurate as possible so that fans can play older titles on modern platforms, but it's also to provide more of a historical context for these games, why you should care about it. Because throwing a bunch of games onto a disc and giving it to someone with no context, it's fine if you're a fan of those games, but if you aren't a fan or you're a casual fan, there's nothing to guide you, right? There's no reason for you to understand what you should play and why you should play it and why you should care. And a lot of these games really were the things that started this industry or started genres and things like that. And it's important for even current generations to really understand where things came from. So we really focus now, especially coming from an editorial background. A lot of us came from an editorial background. Dan did, I did, a lot of folks. So we approach our collections from an editorial perspective in that, what is the story that we're trying to tell here? What are we trying to show people and explain to people? And then when we come up with that, that's how we utilize all the assets such as the games, the art, development materials in order to portray that story. And so it's important for us to, even if you're a hardcore fan or a casual fan of the IP, in this case Mortal Kombat, that you go into this product and you leave with a much better understanding and appreciation for what it took to create this IP and why it's great and why you should care. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to that.
No, I mean that is very much the core of it. There is a story to be told about the history of Mortal Kombat and its evolution. And early on, we kind of realized that one of the things that makes Mortal Kombat so special is that people saw video games
Currently, we don't
after
have any
Mortal Kombat came out.
extra options
video
on the
games were
version
just
we
toys,
have.
right? Like you got them at Toys R Us. And then here comes this thing that challenges everybody's perceptions of what a game can be. And society at large had to step back and go, wait, what is this? How do we deal with this? And that opened up a lot of doors for the next 30 years. So that's intrinsic to the story that we're telling. We are telling that story with an interactive documentary. We have exclusive interviews. We have some amazing historical like photos and documents and things like that to share, similar to projects we've done in the past. But I've been really, really excited to go over and find some of these things. And I know this exists, and then somebody will go like, oh, I have it in my closet, and they send it to us or they scan it for us. So it's really hopefully, obviously the games are the biggest draw, but I'm really hoping that people are going to enjoy when they want to break from the games, digging in and finding out some of the truly amazing stories of how these games came to be.
So speaking of the games, we talked a little bit about Trilogy. Can you elaborate any more, Dan, on like why Trilogy and why it's special?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat Trilogy was sort of the kitchen sink version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It was developed at the end of the 2D cycle of Mortal Kombat. So 3 and Ultimate had come out, and the idea was hatched, let's just put every single character that's ever been in any game in Mortal Kombat in one penultimate version, right? Like the ultimate version, not the penultimate version. And so, because it was a home game only, a lot of people spent hundreds of hours with it. This is their Mortal Kombat. It's a very strong emotional bond in a game that you have played that much, right? And I come from the arcade, so I step up to any Mortal Kombat game, I need a fight stick or else I'm useless. I'm still kind of useless, but I need a fight stick to blame it on anyway. And Trilogy, as soon as we announced Legacy Collection, that was the number one thing that we saw online. Oh, you're going to include Trilogy, right? You got to include Trilogy. It was evident from the beginning that this was critical for people
because that was the game, that was my Mortal Kombat game. Everybody has one, but a lot of people bonded with Mortal Kombat over Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
What up, Johnny Hollywood?
Knowing that there's an emotional bond there, we faced a technical challenge, which was we've never emulated PlayStation before. This is the first time in a Digital Eclipse product we're going to be able to emulate a PlayStation version. And in looking at the code, there were things that could be optimized. There's load times. Obviously, some of that is inherent to the game. But
Shang Tsung's Morphs.
Shang Tsung's Morphs is the perfect example of this. In the original PlayStation version, you would morph and it would like pause the game while it loads that character from the disc. We don't have to sit through that anymore. So our version is actually better than you remember. Shang Tsung Morphs work the way that you would expect them to, or the way that you remembered that they were, that they actually weren't, but you believe that they should have been. So we're really looking forward to people playing Trilogy, especially knowing they have that bond with it. It literally is better than you remember it to be, because we've been able to improve some of the things that have gone unchecked for 30 years.
And we have it playable at the Atari booth here, if you're here at EVO on the floor. So come by, we have it on Switch 2, as well as a PC build. We're gonna have some creators coming by the booth today and tomorrow. If you want to challenge a creator, see if you can show your skill with the game. So we'll have that at the booth if anyone's interested in playing. I had another question for you, Dan. I mean, we kind of talked about this a little bit about the additional content that goes on to these collections.
Yo, Jamie, thank you for the first 50 stars of August, my brother.
Tell us a little bit more about like what is your process for that, and then like what can we expect on in the Legacy Collection?
Sure, I can talk a little bit about this because we're not quite ready to reveal too much about this. But when we start a project, our editorial director Chris Kohler, he helps me build the story. That's my actual job as content editor, right? So I help write and gather a lot of the research on this project. And I go way back with the franchise to when I was in the press in the 90s. So this is actually very special for me. But we look at what materials do we have? What's the story that we want to tell? We identify that early. And then it's an awful lot of research, calling old developers, what do you have in your garage? There was an earlier project where I offhandedly asked an Atari developer for Atari 50, you don't have any of this stuff. You go, yeah, I have a box in my garage. He literally produced 50 documents of hand-drawn stuff for a vector game that nobody had ever seen. So there's a lot of detective work. There's a lot of calling. There's a lot of like, do you happen to still have any old photos? Thankfully, NetherRealm had some archives, so and then they were able to point us to other people that had personal archives. So a lot of what we do is research-based and very, very fact-checking. We really do sweat the details. We're not just ripping images off of the internet and saying, we found this thing, you know. So, hopefully you will see some of that effort in what we wind up doing. But yeah, it's a very lengthy process. We've been working on the documentary part for at least 7 months now, like hardcore. We got to go to Chicago. NetherRealm was very nice, opened their doors. We got to speak to the original dev team. We got to speak to additional people like Eugene Jarvis and Roger Sharp, and you're going to see interviews with them as well as other people that are notables in the Mortal Kombat community who really helped shine a light on what makes this franchise so special.
Yeah, it's been a great pleasure working with NetherRealm, and thanks to them being interviewed. I think we interviewed almost 25 different people. We have almost 3 hours of new documentary footage videos. It's the most that we've ever included in any of our past collections. So, regardless of your level of Mortal Kombat fandom, there's going to be a lot of immense amount of content, behind the scenes stuff to go through, and interviews to watch for sure.
Cool. So, just as a recap, we have Trilogy playable at our booth. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection will be coming out later this year. Physical got announced today, so you can pre-order today all those physical editions that we talked about. The collection consists of MK1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3, 4. There are some additionals that we've announced. And in addition to the arcade versions of those games, we also have a lot of the console versions, some handheld versions if you want to play MK1, Game Boy Edition, that will be on the collection. So it is a huge collection of Mortal Kombat games, in addition to all the documentary material that Dan spoke about. And it will be coming out later this year.
And lastly, obviously, we're adding a lot of quality of life improvements to these games. for all of you fans, access to the dip switch settings, access to all of the hidden menus and secrets that would normally you'd have to type in a code, $, or whatever. You can still do that, but we don't want a situation where fans, especially casual ones, have to say, oh, what's this deal with Reptile in Mortal Kombat? How do I play Reptile? You can learn how to play them in the collection, but then you can also just go into the options of Mortal Kombat and flip a switch that says, I want to play against Reptile, and then you'll jump into a Reptile. It's basically no more secrets. We want this game and this collection to have all the features and accessibility for fans of all types. And so that when you finish and you go through this collection, you really have a deeper and full understanding of all of these games, and obviously the early years of Mortal Kombat.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me up here. Thank you, guys, and Evo for having us.
Thank you.
Really excited to bring this game to you. And come by the booth and say hi.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. So I did hear word that Joe said he would smoke anyone in that game.
So,
like humans.
I'm going to take you over to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection booth now.
Coming up next,
Let me,
Studios will be up here.
Yo, Jamie Carnes, thank you for the first 50 stars of the month, man. I appreciate you. We're going to be doing a surprise giveaway at the end of this month for the star senders and super chatters on the channel. So that's crazy. Like, we're going to be getting quality of life changes. Now, the Atari booth is over here. So welcome in, everybody. We are at EVO 2025. We actually already played in Mortal Kombat 1. We won our first set 3-0. Then we played one of the best Havoc players in the world, and I actually won a set, or I won a round off of him, and he did very, very well. And then we ran into we went to losers bracket. We played a very tough Scorpion. We got eliminated there. But here is this it? But it was awesome, and oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are over here at the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection booth. Now, they got Mortal Kombat Trilogy going over here hard. Now, I'm about to jump in here, and I'm about to get some matches in. What up, Catherine? Yeah, it's going to be crazy, Jamie. They got, playing with Shao Kahn. Like, that's crazy work. Look, it's going to be awesome. They got Mortal Kombat 2 over here. Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis. On the original Sega Genesis. That's amazing. Absolutely. 2,000 words a day, and that's it. That is incredible. What up, Jamie, though, man? I can't. Hello, welcome into the show, Jamie Alaya. All right, hang on. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection booth. All right, I'm going to get wrapped up right there. I'm going to try to come back live with y'all soon. I'm going to jump in and get some matches on. Ketchup and Mustard are going to be over here. I don't know if they can put both chameleons in Trilogy. Ketchup and Mustard are going to be over here playing matches. I'm going to be here playing matches with everybody. If you want to come over to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection booth and play some matches with me, you can. I already got some pins for myself. We're having a blast over here at the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection booth. Mortal Kombat 1 tables are going absolutely crazy. It's an absolute fun time here at EVO 2025. I haven't even checked out half the stuff yet, but I'm going to jump into some matches here. Much love, Legends. GG's. I'm going to try to be live with you later at some point at the hotel room if I can, but much love, GG's. Take care, stay safe. Headlocks heading out for now, but I will see you as always on the next Mortal Kombat video. GG's, my friends. Lots of content on the channel. Make sure you go check it out. GG's, my friends. Much love. I'll be back. Peace.